So the formula for this loop is m is equal to, we have y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay. Now, in using this formula, you will be given two set of points. Like for example number 1. So I have 4. We have 6. And also 3 and 8. So given 4, 6, the first coordinates, the second coordinates will be 3 and 8. You will be solving for the slope here. You will not be doing graphing here. Instead of doing graphing, you will solve this using the formula right away. So first thing to do is, of course, you need to assign which among these two is x sub 1. So usually the first coordinate, diba, this is x, this is y. This is x, and this is also y, right? So usually, this is x sub 1, y sub 1. This is x sub 2, and this is y sub 2. So take note, the first points, those points or those coordinates will be x sub 1 and y sub 1. The second points here, the second set of points, we have here x sub 2 and y sub 2. Yes, what's your question?
Yung kanyang mag-determine sir nga mao na siya ang x sub 1.
Mao na kamoy mo decide ana. Mao ni ang gaunam, 'di ba? In a coordinate, 'di ba? You'll have x followed by y. We had this already. This is what you call the x coordinate and the y coordinate. So take note, this is your x coordinate and your y coordinate. But we will be having the first x coordinate and the second, or the first y coordinate. One ang x sub 1 and y sub 1 for that. For the second point, since it's the second point, I'm going to be using x sub 2 for that and y sub 2 for that. Do not interchange x sub 1 and y sub 1. X sub 1 should come first, followed by y sub 1. Same thing with x sub 2 and y sub 2. Then do not go about, like for example, sir, I'm going to do like x sub 1, y sub 2. No, that's wrong. It should be x sub 1 paired with y sub 1. X sub 2 paired with y sub 2. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's make use of the formula now. So take note, the formula is written above. I will simply, let's change the color first. I will simply substitute. So we have m is equal to, what's the value of y sub 2?
8.
8. Oh, you substitute 8. Then take note of the operation. This is minus. Oh, you're right. Minus there. And what's the value of y sub 1? 6. Oh, 8 minus 6 there. Okay. What about the value of x sub 2?
3.
3. Okay, you're right. 3 minus, what's the value of x sub 1?
4.
4. Okay. Let's solve this now. I'm going to drag this down. We will be solving this. We have, you do the operation. 8 minus 6?
2.
That's 2.
Sir.
3 minus 4?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Oh, what is 2 divided by negative 1?
Negative 2 over 1.
Negative 2 over 1, or simply negative
2.
2.
Negative 2, sir.
Oh, that's your answer now. Okay? That's how you make use of the formula for the slope. Now, let's have another example. Example number 2. Let's have example number 2. What if you're given, let's have, let's have this one. What if you are having 8 and negative 3, negative 4, and 6. This one. So let's write down the formula for the slope first, over here. So I have the formula for the slope. M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And again, just like what we did a while ago, assign. This will be x sub 1, y sub 1,
X sub 2. Y sub 2.
This is x sub 2, and this is y sub 2. Now, let's substitute everything in our formula. So the slope is equal to, what's the value of y sub 2?
Negative 4.
It's y sub 2, y 6. Okay. Minus the operation, take note, it's minus. Minus, okay, very good. Minus negative 3. Take note, you need to have 2 negative sign there. The first negative sign is the operation. Here, the operation here. Kini siyang operation sa ato ang formula. Kini. The second negative sign is the sign of your y coordinate. Kining negative sign din he. Okay? So take note of that. Possible man na nga pwede duha ka negative ang ibutang. Okay? Sunod, what is the value of x sub 2?
Negative 2.
Negative 4. Minus?
8.
Minus 8. Okay. Now, first thing to do is ato sa ning i-multiply ang negative ug ang negative. So if you will multiply negative times negative, pila man na siya. What will happen?
Positive, sir.
So
Positive.
this one becomes positive. So you have 9 plus 3 all over negative 4 minus 8. Oh, that's that. Yes,
Sir,
yes.
anong na 9, sir?
Ay, that's 6. Sorry, that is 6. Ako namang gi-add. Okay, I'm gonna delete that first. Okay, this is 6. Okay. So, let's do the operation now. O, pila man ni ang atong numerator. What is 6 plus 3?
9.
9. What about negative 4 minus 8? Both are negative. Usay sign.
Negative 12. Sir.
Negative 12. Now, reduce this. 9 and 12. What is common? Common is 3.
Negative 3/4, sir.
So this is 3. This is 4. So I heard someone said, sir, negative 3 over 4. Or you can write it as the just align the negative sign. Align the negative sign. We have negative 3 over 4. Questions about the second example? Is this okay? That's very good. Let's have our third example. Third example will be this one. I'm gonna have this one. We have negative 8, negative 3, negative 8, and 4. And let's write the formula. The formula is simply m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And this will be what? This is
X of 1.
X sub 1. This is
Y
y sub 1. This is x sub 2.
2. Y of
Y sub 2. Now, let's solve the slope now. Substitute. We have, what's the value of y sub 2?
4.
4.
We have
Four,
4.
sir.
4 minus
Negative 3.
negative 3. What about x sub 2?
Negative 8.
Negative
Negative
8
sir.
minus negative 8. Okay, what are you going to do with this? Negative, negative?
Multiply
That
sila,
becomes
sir.
positive.
Multiply, sir.
So, mahimo na ng 4 plus 3. Same thing with this one. This becomes positive. So, negative 8 plus 8. Okay. Now, what is 4 plus 3?
7.
7 over negative 8 plus 8?
0.
0. Oh, what will you write here?
7, sir.
No, 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 no.
0.
No, 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 no. It's not 0. Lal. You already...
Five.
Yes,
One,
yes,
sir.
yes. Unsa?
One.
You already forgot
This
our
one.
lesson. Yes, I heard someone said...
1, sir. 1.
It's not 1.
Undefined, sir.
Undefined.
Undefined up.
Ay, sorry. Asa na to? There you go. Undefined ni siya. Okay? Because if you will be plotting this, if you will try to graph this one, this is a vertical line. This one is a vertical line. If you will graph this, this is a line nga slanting. Ing ani ang graph ana? Ang kining number 1. Kini siya. It's negative 2, di ba? So the graph will be slanting to the downward to the right. Kini siya negative gihapon, so ang graph ani niya slanting gihapon ing ana ang graph ana niya. For this undefined man na. So meaning the graph is a vertical line. So right away you can tell nga this is the slope. Therefore, the graph will be slanting upward to the right. If it's positive, it's negative ang slope. So meaning, it's slanting downward to the right. Undefined slope. Therefore, the graph is a vertical line. Zero slope. The graph is a horizontal line. You get the idea now, Section Ruby?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have more example. What if I'm gonna give you 4 and 6, negative 4 and 6. So take note of the formula for the slope. The formula for the slope is m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2. This is y sub 2. Let's substitute everything to our formula. M is equal to, what's the value of y sub 2?
6.
6. What's the value of y sub 1? 6. The value of x sub 2?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Minus the value of x 4. Okay. So we now have, what is 6 minus 6?
0.
0. Negative 4 minus 4.
Negative 8.
What's your answer here?
0, sir.
0. Diba 0 numerator is simply equal to 0? Right?
Right.
So therefore, if you will graph this, what's your graph? It's a
Horizontal slope.
horizontal slope or a horizontal line. So take note of that. Okay? Now, do you need more examples or is everything clear now?
Sir, more examples, sir.
More
Undefined.
okay, more examples undefined. Okay, no problem. So for example, we have 8 and negative 7. We have 6 and negative 7. Now, the formula for the slope, we have m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, let's substitute. First, this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So let's solve this now. This is m is equal to
Negative 7
negative 7.
minus negative 7.
Minus negative 7. That's correct. What about the x sub 2 and x sub 1?
6 minus 8.
6 minus 8. So this becomes what? Positive.
Positive 7.
So we have negative 7 plus 7 all over 6 minus 8.
Negative 2.
What is the numerator equal to?
0.
0. 0 all over
2.
negative 2. Is this undefined?
No, sir.
What's the answer for this?
No.
Negative 2.
No. 0 divided by any number is
0.
0. Okay? So if the numerator is 0, automatically the answer is 0. Now, let's have another example. What if you're given 8, 4, 8, and 7. So let's write down the formula for the slope. That's m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. This is x sub 1, this is y sub 1, this is x sub 2, this is y sub 2. So let's substitute everything to our formula. So m is equal to, yes?
7 minus 4, sir.
7 minus 4. What about the denominator?
8 minus 8.
Minus 8.
Yes, any question?
Naalang kayo ka nang iingo ni logo, sir.
Yes.
Logo ka nang ATM, dyan na ko ang tanan ka ng class list kay mag-attendance na ko. Sabnawa pa
Ano yung ni mo?
Sige.
Okay, what will be the result in the numerator?
Thank you, sir.
No
3,
problem.
sir.
3. Denominator.
0.
Oh, what's the answer here?
Undefined.
Okay, there you go. This is undefined.